Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a job by this defense. Really confusing. The quarterback jumped in front of it, and they come up with an interception to get this game started. The question I have, Chris, can this quarterback, with all this hype, put that one behind him and get ready to play a good game the rest of the way?
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground, making people miss. Tackle made after a big gain.
Big wins like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. He hands it to the back. And the ball to the ground. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And he'll drop back here on third down. It's a quick grab. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
The quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. But how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Offense takes the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And here's the handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. They'll feed the back again. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. A pre-snap motion from the offense. There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the 2nd down play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Longhorns will line up to boot it away. And it's taken at the 25. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Seminoles. He just sprints into the end zone. We're trying to win a playoff game here. What a boost to get a touchdown off a punt return here.
Yeah, you're right. You're talking about trying to advance to the national championship. It comes down to plays like this that give you a chance to possibly get there. Huge return, great blocking up front to eventually take that one all the way back for a touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Texas offense comes back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Catch made on the left side.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Dropping back, it's Singleton. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
It's a gamble here. Offense going for it in 4th down inside their own 40. And he'll set up to throw. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Good job with the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down mark.
Well, they're lucky they completed this pass at all. The quarterback, in fact, gets hit as he throws the ball. Now, listen, we know the linemen are going to allow the defense to come in. At that time, they allowed him to get in there a little bit too fast. We're lucky the quarterback was able to see it and get rid of it.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Ramirez. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it. They keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game. You get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
Down and very long, but the offense still on the field. They're going to go. To throw, it's Singleton. And looking for a big play here. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs with more speed on the field, and with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time, had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The game makes it second and medium. Motion now from the tight end. An inside give now from the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's going to take off. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good, positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
The pass rush closing in. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
He's running out of time here. Using his legs on the scramble. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
The Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Tailback with another carry. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Linebacker shifting around now. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here comes a handoff. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
Longhorns come to the line with 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Now the offense will go for a two-point conversion. They'll try to run this one in. And he is stopped short. The two-point try fails and can't cut this lead further.
A great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
Texas.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He'll hand it off. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield before he won.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
First down. We're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Good enough for first down yardage. The Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Tackle made after the completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They'll hand it off. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the Seminoles are in the red zone. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it from the red zone. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Fires it on the move. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 18 now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Not much on that play. Brought down short. Now it's second down here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a fourth down call. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He hands it off from the gun. They've got him down out near the 40.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it second and medium. Offense looking to throw the ball. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. And the quarterback dropping back. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run here, taking a deep shot. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Now the 40. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. And he's tackled after the catch. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks? You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Trying for a 4th down completion. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Well, the offense rolls the dice with its play call here on 4th down, and the defense rolls the dice as well by bringing the kitchen sink. Demolished the quarterback that time on the blitz.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. A touchdown. Knowles.
I love this after a sudden change. You get a big stop by your own defense. You come out with pretty good field position. You take a shot, and it pays off. Boy, what a change in momentum right here.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Texas offense comes back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket now. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Turner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Looking for his big tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, He's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They'll look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The Noles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Pressure is coming. Cannot escape, and down he goes. And the Noles will crank up the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Defense is coming after him. Extending the play now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. He was successful with his last kick. This one, though, from 46 yards away. You missed it. Field goal, no good. That's just a minor blip in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Longhorns will kick it off to begin the second half. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
But these are the type of runs that begin to wear down the defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
They're going to run it. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Florida State. And the beatdown continues.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
First down here for this offense. He's going to hand this off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held it just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Caught quickly. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Using his legs here. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Wow, 1 minute this quarterback is surveying the field for an open receiver. The next, he's pulling it down, tucking the football, and putting into the end zone for touchdown himself.
Now they try for 2. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. They've got him. It's a sack. 2-point try fails, and they can't cut into the lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner decides to field it. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Seminoles. And this one is getting ugly. Now, just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today, Kirk.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Texas offense comes back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running out of time in the pocket. Looking to scramble now. Breaks loose at the 40. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. He'll spot the ball near midfield, the plus 49.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff taken, heads off right tackle. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking to pass this time. Grab down the middle. It's Ramirez. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw yet again. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Lets it fly to the wideout. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a 4th down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today. Just pounding away for another big gain, Kirk. You wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to believe they're just looking to add to this lead with yet another touchdown.
One play moves the ball to the 44, and it'll be first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Deep shot caught out of the 15. Touchdown, Knowles. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember, last time, North Warner 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back, bringing pressure. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Trying to extend the play. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? He's going to pull it down and run. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Caught over the middle. It's Murphy. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
The Seminoles pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. Finding space at the 20. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screenplay works.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. Touchdown, Florida State. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The shotgun running play call. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Finds an open target on the left side. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackle at the 35, good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise. Especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. The Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. They'll ride the back again here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Ramirez. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a 1st down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Contact as he threw it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Oh, and he's got some space here. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Seminoles are in the red zone now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the 2nd half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
And the pass is incomplete.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And the pass is incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Look out, he's got some space. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Seminoles. And the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
Important second down play coming up. Same tailback, another carry. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. That run sets up a critical third down play. The big fullback's got it here. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new...
Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Inside the 10. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Man, now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
Longhorns will line up here on first down and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
What a play by the defense here late in the game, working with the lead. Good job of mirroring the ball carrier. Just walled him off. Nowhere for him to go before he could get out of bounds.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Receiver makes the grab. Completion nets about 9 yards. Not enough for the first. And it's 4th down.
Well, they're going to come up short of the end zone, and now they've got an interesting dilemma on their hands. Down by a couple possessions, do they go for a field goal and hope to get the ball back with a chance potentially to win the game? Or this close, do they pull the trigger and take a chance to get this?
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Now the try for the 2-point conversion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. Can he make it? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Looks to the left. Pass caught. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Here we go on 4th down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Knowles. And the beatdown continues. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feed him the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with a hot hand.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He'll be brought down so they come up empty on that 2-point try.
How about this on this 2-point conversion? They come away empty-handed because the quarterback, he's waiting to try to find somebody to break free, create some separation. There's just no one open. Great coverage. They end up coming up with a sack.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is...
Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Florida State.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And now they'll go for a 2-point conversion.
Timber. Here we go. Squirrel.
You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion as they add a little more salt in the wound here. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one.
Chris, what just happened here? I'm in awe of this coach's sheer boldness. Going for an onside kick when you're up by a few scores? Wow. That's all I can say.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
Running back with the football. A quick juke. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Alert.
Handoff heading left. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. The Noles are in the red zone.
Jackrabbit.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
And the Noles will line up now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Go.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And tackled there by the defense. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense.
In blue.
And he'll set up to throw. And the junior able to get home with the sack. The Seminoles hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He can't reach the goal line. They tackle him inside the 5. And they stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. They keep the kicker on the sidelines. It's 4th down from the 4. They're going for it.
Boots. Dino.
From the shotgun, drops back. Touchdown, Seminoles. And this one is getting ugly.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll run it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting.